Hey, what's happening guys? Mark back here from Mark's Aquatics. I thought I'd give you a little update on the shrimp room. The old yellow sakuras are doing well there. We've got thousands of babies in this system now. Absolutely thousands of them. They're all over the place, in amongst the moss and in amongst the hides. Little guys everywhere. Up on the coconut ball. That moss is growing quite well now. But the glare doesn't change in this system. It's such a white room, it just reflects off everywhere. But as you can see, I'll tell you what I feed mine. I don't know if you guys have fed it before, but I feed mine these guys, the algae wafers, the sinking type. As you see, vegetable rich wafers. They're full of algae and all that sort of stuff. And to buy a big bag of that stuff will last you, well, last you months with shrimp. You just literally snap one of these in half or into quarters, and you can feed them to the shrimp. I put one in here because obviously it's the amount of the shrimp in here. You can see. I'll try and get close for it. Close in there for you. You can see it. It just breaks up slowly, and these guys go mad for it. And I put them in all my systems as well. I feed all the shrimp with them, and they do really well. Well, pop around here now. We can have a look at the in the Crystal Black F1 tank. Put one in there for them as well. This place is crawling with babies now. I've had some beautiful little shrimp come out as well, guys. If you look around, you can see lovely little blue bolt down there. That's from the F1s. If you look down there, you can see a nice little black King Kong on the wafer. There he is. I love these little wafers, they really do. Some lovely colour and shell patterns coming out. Another little blue bolt there. There's some golden ones coming out, the snowballs. There's another mum there full of berries, tossing things about. We've had a really nice little hatch rate in this tank. We've got a couple of blue pandas as well, which have turned up. And I'll have to start moving them around shortly. I think what I might do, because I've got other tanks, and I think I'm going to start taking some of the less coloration, you know, the cull out really. No, not cull them. I'd never kill any of them, just because of the way they look. They've all got a place in the world, and but there's some nice coloured ones there. But there's some with a few patchy bits in them, which we can move around and take some of those out and put them into other tanks. There's another mum to be there, and we can start grading them a little bit now. There's a nice big one at the back there. She's a nice one. She's got a big chunk of that wafer as well. She's got berries as well, that one. So everybody's doing well in the systems. The prawn run, as I call it, not chicken run, that's a prawn run. We've shaved off some of that. You can see how much it's grown since we last done that video of the hide there, where I trimmed it all off, and you can see I did it quite level, and it's growing that much already. And with the old floating coconut there as well, you can see how much that's grown, that Java moss. I think there's Java on there and a bit of weeping moss as well. But all the hides are growing well. That's just a big ball of Java moss at the back there, which I can use different things. When I do little projects, I can take bits off of there and put them on different things, as with the coconut hide there with that Java fern on top. The old sub Waz is growing well. It's starting to stick to the older cones now on the other side, so it's quite nice, because when a bit of that comes off, we can always transfer that around now to different systems, and to start new little projects off, or if I need something for a project in the workshop, I can take some of that off. That's all growing nicely. But really, yeah, really pleased with the tanks and the system so far, with the amount, you know, with the months it's been set up since we set it up. And if you haven't seen it, you can see this. I've set this up from the start, right back a few months back, where I literally just ordered in. I think it was, I'm not sure. I think I did like a double unboxing of Crystal Blacks and some Crystal Reds, and one unboxing of F1s, which I did, the Taiwan B, the F1s. And so we've had all kinds come out. But I just like to see what different colours come out. I know you don't mix them, some people don't mix them, they like to have the pure strains. But that doesn't worry me too much. I just like to see a good old gang of shrimps running around having fun, and just seeing what pops out with the babies, because sometimes you get a shock and you think, oh, that's it's got a really different pattern on it. But I think what I might start to do is the ones with really unusual patterns, I think I'm going to move those into a separate tank and just see what happens with those. I think that'd be quite interesting. I'm thinking of moving the yellow Sakuras down into this tank down here. We got the little baby koi fry there, which I've been feeding. They're up and about now. You can see them from the top. I'll try and get down a bit lower for you guys. You can see them there in the middle. We've got about, I think there's about, I would say maybe 20 we got out of that hatch. A few of the little ones died, they didn't make it, but a lot of them now are in amongst that moss and that fern and the coconut at the back. You can see them up in the right hand corner there. There's a few there, and they hide behind the sponge filter as well. And I can see Frank's reflection in the tank as well. He watches them. But there's a few zipping around. They're starting to go yellow, to get that yellow coloration now, which they'll keep for a while until they get bigger. But hopefully we'll get a few out of these. I've been feeding them crushed up flake, which you crush up into a powder. There was also quite a lot of copepods in here as well, little baby copepods, and Daphnia, which I had in there as well, which was from the Amano shrimps when they were in the tanks. A lot of the Amano shrimps now, you can see quite a lot of the Amano shrimps, the little ones running around there, the little dark ones, they all hatched out in amongst that lot down there. So we had a few out of those. But yeah, these little koi are coming on very quickly. So it'll be nice to see those, because my main thing I want to do is actually get these and bring them on from this size so you guys can see them all the way through to going right in the pond when they go into the big pond at the end, which is going to be nice to see what we get out. I'm not fussed on colours or anything like that. It's just going to be nice to get some that we've brought up from the eggs, where we saw them in the eggs, all the way up through to adulthood. In a couple of years time they could be up to 2 feet long, which would be fantastic to see, and to have that footage from the egg to that size, it'll be nice. Yeah, going back to the crystal red tank here and the crystal blacks. Really doing nicely. See if I can get some close-up footage of these little guys munching away. I say some really nice colours in there, some nice solid whites and reds. That nice one in that male in the corner. I'm not sure if it's male or female, I can't really see from here. My eyesight's not what it used to be, guys. But we've got some lovely colorations in there. That one there, she's full of berries. You can see the black abdomen underneath, full of black eggs. Black, or sometimes you see them, they got dark eggs like that. Other ones have got bright red. Look at that one with the blue spot on its head. That's beautiful, that is. Really nice blue. And that's what I like, unusual colours like that. I know some people go mad for their colours and this, everything's got to be so bright and perfect and everything, but to be honest with you, that doesn't faze me much. I just like to see something different come out with a different pattern. Very interesting stuff. Right, we'll go back and have a look at this massive yellow Sakuras. Absolutely hundreds of them in this tank now. Like I said, I took a few up my local fish shop the other day and got some credit for them. That's where we got the goldfish from, for that mini pond project that we did. in the workshop. I took up a few of these and swapped them for those little goldfish, for that little telescope eye, the butterfly tail, the that Blackmore, the Rancho, and the other little twin tail. I'm not sure if it was a little oh, the names left me now. I can't remember. Anyway, that's what I did. I swapped them for those, and that was really good. So breeding a few of these. I mean, these yellow Sakuras, they're prolific breeders. They really are, as you can see. When we started off a few months back, and I started off with about 6. I think I had 6 in here, which I had from one of my little tanks upstairs, and it's gone from this to I don't know, maybe 300, maybe could be more in here with all the babies and amongst the moss, because it's literally, they're everywhere. But that's how prolific they are. And the other ones have done really well too. Really well. I'm really pleased with the way these systems have worked out. Lots of little diddy ones. Right, I think what I'm going to do now is go into the workshop and create something. The wife went to the shops the other day and she bought me back a nice little present which she found, and she said, I think you can make something with this. And I think she chose wisely. I think it looks like I can make something out of it. So I think what I'll do now is I'll go into the workshop and I'm going to start messing around with that, and that's going to be another video. I'm going to put that video out Sunday. I'll start work on it today, and then I'm going to put it out Sunday. So if you want to tune in for that one, it's another DIY build. Tune in and watch that one. That's going to be a 2-part one as well, like the pond. I think the pond was a 3-part. This one's going to be a 2-part, because it's not as much work as the last one. But yeah, tune in and have a look. Alright guys, thought I'd give you a quick little update there on what's been going on. Hope you're still enjoying the videos. Anything that you'd like to see me make or chat about or anything like that, drop me a line, drop me a message in the old comments below and I'll get back to you. People have asked me about doing live feeds, but I'm not really a fan of that, to be honest. I'd rather sit down and work something out, and I'm not really one for doing the live feeds, to be honest. It may change, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go and have a look at Frank and then we're going to sign off. Wash up, buddy. Let's give him a couple of little beans. He loves his koi food, this boy. Like, he knows I'm going for it already. Frankie, wait, up here, boy. There you go. You're not used to this camera being stuck in your face here. He loves his koi food, this chap. Going to give you a nice big water change today, fella. Anyway guys, I love you all, you're all stars. Hope you're enjoying these little videos so far. Up to 300 subs now, which is absolutely fantastic. Can't believe it already. And so hopefully I'm doing something right and you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. Because I enjoy what I do. And that's why I do the videos, because it was the wife really that started me off, and a couple of other YouTubers that I used to watch. Just basically saying, you know, she was saying, well, you're always making things in your shed. Why don't you record it and put it on YouTube, and you could teach other people or kids and stuff, they want to up and coming in the hobby, things they can do, little tricks to save them a few quid. And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea, so I started doing it, and I've really enjoyed it so far. So I hope you're enjoying it too. Anyway guys, like I always say, I love you loads, you're all stars, be safe, and I'll see you on the next episode of Mark's Aquatics. Okay, bye for now. Bye bye.